2. How we doing, family? It's your boy, Yo! And this is another episode of YoHoops. I go through every NBA game every day. Today's Thursday, March 26th, and we have a 3-game NBA card. I'm going to walk you through my thoughts and let you know which sides I like, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's games. Recap of yesterday. Not the worst, but I definitely got my ass kicked. I went 5-7 on the 12-game card. There were a few plays like the Warriors that genuinely had me scratching my head, but I have to keep in mind we're in the final stretch, so we're going to see teams trying to play spoiler for basically no reason. To me, the beginning and end of any season are the toughest to bet because you basically have no data early, then weird levels of motivation late. That's how I feel about the MLB, so I'll have the ballpark show up in about a week. You guys are going to have to let me know if you're making money because I feel like in the first week, it's really a lot of guessing. That's coming from somebody who had a profitable season on my show last year. 3 games in the NBA today, something light, but I'll have a few bets placed and have my eye on the MLB. In our first matchup of the evening, we have the New Orleans Pelicans in Detroit taking on Detroit Pistons. Pistons are minus 185 on the money line, and the total is 227. The Pistons come into this one on the second leg of a back-to-back, but no travel as they remain at home. Based on the way last night's game played out, you guys should already know where I'm going with this one. The Pistons are not the same without Cade. He was the heart and soul of the team. I'm actually perplexed seeing Tobias Harris and Duncan Robinson as favorites on no rest. Since getting healthy, I've really liked what I've seen from the Pelicans. They've covered the spread in their last 10 straight games. New Orleans has more talent on the floor tonight, and that Pistons game last night went into overtime, so rest will definitely play a factor. I'm taking the Pelicans plus a 4 as my first selection of the evening. Up next, we have the New York Knicks in Charlotte taking on Charlotte Hornets. Hornets are minus 125 on the money line, and the total is 222.5. Sheesh! The Hornets being favorites here is low-key crazy. I agree, but the books are definitely making a statement. It really comes down to one question: are the Hornets legit? They come into this one on a 4-game win streak, but more importantly, they've won 13 of their last 15 games. They've been even better from a betting perspective. They're the best team in the league with an ATS record of 44-28. Obviously, the Knicks are a playoff team, third in the East, so I'm not going to count them out, but their forte has definitely been at home. On the road, they're just 9-16 against the spread. I definitely see this game going down to the wire, but in the end, I view it as a coming out party for Charlotte. We're here, and you might just see us again in the playoffs. I'm taking the Hornets on the money line as my next selection of the evening. In our next matchup, we have the Sacramento Kings in Orlando taking on Orlando Magic. Magic are minus 1,300 on the money line, and the total is 231. The Magic are obviously winning this game, but looking at their IR, I don't know if I want to lay 16 points. Franz Wagner and Anthony Black are both ruled out, then Jalen Suggs is listed as questionable. For the Kings, it's not even about winning this game since their season's over, but it's more about the young guys going out there and proving their value against NBA level talent. It's almost like a summer league game for the Kings, and that leads me to my final selection. I'm taking DeMar DeRozan to go under 17.5 points. He's not even going to be trying to score, and even if he does a little bit, the Magic have an elite defense, and the books expect this game to be a blowout. Since he scored 41 a couple weeks ago, he's had 2, 13, 10, and 7 in the next 4 games. I think Debo's calling it a wrap, and he's leaving this one up to his young guns. I'm going to lock it in as my last and final selection. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'm now 95-96 on every game played in March. I'll do my best to end the month on a high note. Like I mentioned, I'll have episodes of the Ballpark Show up in about a week, and I'll also mention some of my favorite plays in these videos for the next few days. I'm taking today to sit back and watch the opener, but I'll have at least one play for you guys tomorrow in the outro. I appreciate all the support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, Yo! And until the next one, I'ma catch y'all. Peace!